This program has been paid for by Strather Academy, creating developers within our communities.
Good morning, everyone. This is Herb Strather, Wealth and Development, and welcome to my show. Today, I have a really great guest. His name is Robert Mattler, and Robert is the CEO of Green
Portfolio
Solutions. Green Portfolio Solutions. And he specifically handles a program that is called PACE. What does PACE mean, Bob?
PACE stands for Property Assessed Clean Energy, and it's a law here in Michigan and 35 other states.
It's a law here in Michigan, and I wanted Bob on my show because I wanted to find out all about it myself. I wanted to fully educate myself as to what this is, because I did hear Bob speak once and I said, this is amazing. And I've mentioned it sometimes when I'm talking to the city in key areas, and it seemed like they're not fully aware of it. And I'm thinking to myself, how could something that is so great be unknown? Now, you will not believe what is happening. So I want you to, first of all, call all of your friends, the developers, all of you, to say Herb Strather is on TV with Bob Mattler, the CEO of Green Portfolio Solutions.
That's right.
And they administer PACE. And PACE is really off the hook. It allows you to take your, to do improvements and put them on your tax bill. Now, this is off the hook. I'm going to have them really get into it and explain it, but this is something that's unheard of, and I want to get to the nitty gritty. So we're going to be back in 2 minutes. Call all your friends. This is a show.
What is this? A text message from the Wayne County Treasurer's Office about my payment plan?
That's right. Our Project Text Message program allows you to enroll in our free text messaging service. All you have to do is provide your cell phone number. I'm here today with one of our customer service representatives, Karim Howe. She will explain how it works.
Our customer service team will send friendly reminders and text alert updates about your current payment plan. Everyone gets busy. We want to help you stay on track with your tax payments to avoid foreclosure. Call 313-224-5990 to enroll in our voluntary program. You will receive reminders on tax payment due dates and other important valuable information.
Join Project Text Message today by calling 313-224-5990 or email our office at textinfo@waynecounty.com. Stay in touch. Stay connected.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
So Bob, just educate us right now. You know, PACE. Tell us about PACE and what could be done. It's your show. Go ahead.
I'll give it a 30-second.
Well, no, give us the 2-minute version.
A 2-minute version. Okay, real good. PACE stands for Property Assessed Clean Energy. If you think about economic development, this is Economic Development 101 for the city of Detroit. Because what we're doing is we're taking all of our old buildings and we're able to improve those buildings for water and energy efficiency, which is really the basic part of a building, if you think about it.
Water and energy.
That's correct.
And
PACE
so what items
will help
do
water and energy reduction and greater efficiency for anybody from a small apartment building owner to a retail owner to a warehouse to industrial, anything that's non-residential, including nonprofit churches, Herb. They can improve their building for energy and water, save a ton of money, and oh, by the way, they'll help our environment too.
So you can do anything except 1 to 4 units.
That's correct.
So anything else you can do.
That's
correct. Okay, so tell me what items specifically do, because you mentioned like save water bill. Everybody want to understand that a little bit better, and you can maybe explain it to us.
Absolutely.
But like water, like roofs, windows, boilers, a boiler, HVAC.
Yes, sir.
But not maybe lighting.
LED lighting.
You could do light interior?
Inside or outside the building. So those big parking lot lights.
Now how about plumbing?
Absolutely. It's saving water. Low flow toilets, low flow sinks, Low flow irrigation.
And so can you do the plumbing too that hooks up, or is that a little question mark?
No,
there?
you can do the plumbing that hooks up.
So you can do the whole plumbing.
Yes, sir.
I mean, this is unbelievable.
And
And you
what's
can
so
put it
great
on your
about
tax bill.
What's so great about it, it's not even considered a commercial loan, Herb. This is a property
Well,
tax.
I'll
So
ask you a question.
you're not
So-
using your credit.
You don't use your credit.
No personal guarantees.
No person.
Do you have a personal guarantee on your property
Of
taxes?
course. No.
No personal guarantee.
Well, wait a
This is
minute.
nothing
I'm
but
not so
property
sure it's
tax.
not a guarantee now because the current administration goes after you if you owe taxes. But
Well,
none other
by
than what is
by
current.
state law.
Yeah, by state law. In other words, you don't have to sign a personal guarantee
That's
like you
correct.
would if you went to the bank.
That's correct.
Well, can everybody qualify? I mean,
There is
who
an underwriting
this?
process,
There is
but
a-
just so you understand
Tell
it-
me who wouldn't qualify, or tell me what the underwriting criteria is in order to participate.
What wouldn't qualify is, first of all, if you've had a bankruptcy the last 5 years,
No bankruptcies in the last 5 years.
if you have a building that is in a very poor location that you shouldn't have bought to begin with.
In other words, if the building will not appraise.
That's correct. It's all about location for PACE. More about location than it is about you as a building owner.
Well, when you say location, are you talking about valuation or location?
Valuation and location, okay?
Because location has something to do with evaluation, but you
That's
said
correct.
specific. But look like the word valuation would be more
Well,
used than
I just want you to
location.
understand, we can't have, huge environmental issues. We can't have.
Oh, I see.
We can't have a developer that doesn't know, A from B.
Right, if you had a deal in a highly contaminated area, for
Correct.
example, you got stuff spilling all over it. That could be an issue.
Correct.
Okay.
So
then.
we do our standard underwriting,
Okay.
not as deep as a bank would go,
Right.
but we do standard underwriting.
Okay, so you got bankruptcy, you got location, anything else?
A bad owner, which we said, right?
A bad
Somebody
owner,
doesn't pay his bills.
Someone, in other words, you want them to have decent credit.
It's got to be decent credit.
It
not
doesn't
great
have to
credit.
be 800, but it can't be 500.
That's correct.
Okay, but maybe 600.
600 is not going to be a problem. It's more about the building than it is about that person
All
running
of
the
y'all
building.
should qualify. Well, Big Bob, this is really, really exciting. So now let me kind of accelerate this in my thoughts. I would assume it is part of a big package. You got to be able to complete the whole process. Like if you get this property, if you get a PACE award, what would you say, a PACE?
It's an application to the PACE administration in Michigan, and their name is Lean and Green, Michigan.
Lean and Green. This
So
is
they are
governmental?
PACE
Is this governmental or
No,
public-private?
They're a private company. So this is public-private partnership at its best, excuse me. PACE basically is a statute. We already talked about property assessed clean energy, but it's all private financing group.
I'm asking you one other question. Are there other organizations that represent PACE, by the way?
There are other competitors to myself.
But they're all representing PACE.
That's correct.
And here in
It's one law.
southeastern Michigan, do you go all over the state of Michigan or principally in southeastern Michigan?
I'm principally in southeast Michigan, but 23 counties have passed PACE. So a city or a county can take this law, opt in to use it, and then any resident can use it. Any commercial owner or church owner can use it.
Have Wayne County, all of Wayne County opted to it?
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. So, I mean, nobody knows about this. I'm asking you a question. How many deals have you done so far? I can't believe you haven't done hundreds of them.
I've only done a few.
God, can you believe this? Listen, I am very happy to bring Bob on my show, to bring this program in full public view. This is very, very exciting, and I want you to rinse out your eyes and open your ears and listen to this. What he is saying is that you can take and put on your tax bill through this PACE program, which is a state law, the important components to redeveloping a building: roofing, windows, plumbing, electrical, water. Now, you said water too. Stormwater. Now, this is very, very important, and this got to be more than 50% of the whole thing. What's left? Drywall and floorings and cabinets. I mean, this is
Pretty.
I mean,
Just the pretty things are left. This is the basic part of a building's bones, right? So here's what I want everyone to make sure they understand. You can be a developer in a small neighborhood, take a building, improve that building without additional cash out of your pocket or going out to get an investor. This is basically neighborhood empowerment.
It looks
and I
to me
want you to
like
understand that.
it's also equity, because for a lender who want to loan against it, you don't have to borrow as much. You got $1
That's
million
correct.
improvement. Heck, you may not have to borrow, but
So look at this. Most banks want to give you 50, 60%. You can take that 60%, get another 20% 20% from PACE and only have to raise 20% yourself.
Will you
versus
look at that?
40.
This is so exciting. I got a lot of questions on this. Listen, everybody, let's take a break for a minute and go call all of your friends up. You have to go to the bathroom, get you some water, get you some coffee. Come back. This is really, really great. This is educational at its best.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. Show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice so everyone knows exactly what to do. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. This is a serious problem, but one we can solve. Visit feedingamerica.org to help. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're feeding America.
What is this? A text message from the Wayne County Treasurer's Office about my payment plan?
That's right. Our Project Text Message program allows you to enroll in our free text messaging service. All you have to do is provide your cell phone number. I'm here today with one of our customer service representatives, Karim Howe. She will explain how it works.
Our customer service team will send friendly reminders and text alert updates about your current payment plan. Everyone gets busy. We want to help you stay on track with your tax payments to avoid foreclosure. Call 313-224-5990 to enroll in our voluntary program. You will receive reminders on tax payment due dates and other important valuable information.
Join Project Text Message today by calling 313-224-5990 or email our office at textinfo@waynecounty.com. Stay in touch. Stay connected.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Hi, this is Herb Strather, and I am back. Wealth and Development with Herb Strather and my guest, Bob Mattler. And those of you who would like to partner and get your message out, if you're an advocate, if you're in the city of Detroit and you want to advocate for the urban communities in southeastern Michigan, we invite you to contact us. It's 313-444-9691. We have a great secret, Detroiters. I want you to listen to this. We have an unknown program that has been a governmental program, PACE, PACE. Bob, what does PACE stand for? One more time. Listen to this now. And get out your computers and check it out.
Property Assessed Clean Energy.
It allows you to make improvements to your properties. The majority of the mechanical improvements and energy improvements like roofs and windows and plumbing and electricity and HVAC, and put it on your tax bill. It's unbelievable. And you don't have to have great credit, and you don't have to sign a bank loan. Can you believe it?
It's no different than a sewer assessment, or it's no different than a sidewalk assessment. If we just keep that concept in our mind.
In other words, it's like an assessment.
It's nothing more than a special assessment.
A special assessment. Somebody puts some new sidewalks in front of your house, you get a special assessment, and you pay that off. It's the same thing. Now,
That's
first,
right.
What is the interest rate?
The interest rate's between 6 and 7% fixed.
Fixed.
20 years, 25 years.
Wait, you said 20 and 25. Which one?
It depends on the length of the
mortgage?
No, it depends on the length of how long what you're putting in will last. So lighting, 12-year term. Boilers, 20-year term. It depends how long it's supposed to last.
I see. Well, it looks to me like lighting fixtures will last very, very, very long. You know what I mean? But it's only 12 years. So what is the longest amortizing asset?
25 years solar.
Solar. Okay, that's lighting too, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
Energy. Wow, think about this here. So you could take a commercial building and put solar paneling on. That's going to save money anay.
Big time.
As a matter of fact, let's think about this. If you take a building and put solar paneling on the building, that would provide energy to heat your building, heat the hot water tank,
lower your electric bill,
and maybe even have excess. Can you have excess energy you produce and sell it back to DTE?
Absolutely.
This is really, I'm educating myself on this. I want you to listen very carefully. Now, Bob, I got a question for you that you mentioned commercial buildings, churches, and all this. And wait a minute, but churches don't pay taxes.
That's correct, but
So?
it's a very easy solution.
Well, what's the solution?
The board gets together and decide they're going to do a special property tax on themselves to improve their building. Done.
So
Done.
what board? Pace
The
or
church
the church?
board. The church
so
board.
wait a minute.
The
The
church
church
decides.
can
Impose a
elect,
tax on themselves.
Impose a, I'd never heard of that, by the way, but this is great. So the church can impose a tax.
Which we're doing right now at 2 churches in Detroit.
Two large churches.
2 churches. I won't say they were large, but nice size.
I won't ask you the name of it, although I'm very curious about which ones. Would they mind if you said it, or maybe not?
I don't think I
Okay,
can
we
right
won't
now.
say it right now, but listen, churches, pastors, you get my phone number, 313-444-9691, 313-444-9691. Now, Bob, please give them your information while we're talking, and write this down.
Green Portfolio Solutions is the name of my company. 248-762-4370. Again, GPS, Green Portfolio Solutions, 248-762-4370.
Okay, so now let's understand this and go about this. First of all, it is very important that assessments have a long amortization period, because if it's a 5-year deal, if it amortizes or pays off in 5 years, the payment would be so high that you could hardly afford it. It'd be like
Correct.
almost 25% of the principal amount. But if it is over a 20-year or 25 years, it may be somewhere around 8% of the amount. So if you spend $100,000, it'd be $8,000 a year, or somewhere around $600 and something a month.
But here's the important thing I want your people that are watching to understand. By law, any project over $250,000 has to pencil out, so at the end of that term, you are receiving more back in savings than you spent on the project.
I would hope so. Now, you
So
said
if you spend $1 million,
if you spend $1 million, go
you
ahead.
spend $1 million on the project and you're going to have an interest rate, we have to exceed that in your energy and water savings over that term. So it's a cash flow positive event and project.
So you're suggesting there's a formula that you enact. There's a spreadsheet. You got to prove what you're doing
Absolutely.
and lay it out.
We
This
have
is
to
so-
show the PACE administrator we're going to save you more than you spend over
Bob,
that
this
term.
is so overwhelming until I am so excited about it. I mean, if I was you going to say, Herb, you know, what are you so excited about? This is at the heart of what we're doing. For those of you who are watching the program, I want you to go and check out PACE. And I want you to remember my phone number, like I told you, 313-444-9691. And those of you who want to become more involved, look at our retail streets, all up and down the retail streets. Look at all the churches. We have so many churches in our city right now, and the churches have issues. How are you going to fix your roof? How are you going to fix your asphalt? You know what? As I was mentioning, I'm thinking about, you kept saying water, and I keep mentioning in my mind, maybe how would you save water? But I want to come back on this, because I think I know what you're going to tell me, how you could lower your water bill. If you got an impervious surface, you can lower the water bill, right? And am I thinking right?
Impervious surface?
Do you know what I'm thinking in my head?
Cisterns?
Listen.
There's a lot of
I
ways
want
to...
you to come back in 2 minutes. We'll be right back. 2 minutes.
Testing. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
What is this? A text message from the Wayne County Treasurer's Office about my payment plan?
That's right. Our Project Text Message program allows you to enroll in our free text messaging service. All you have to do is provide your cell phone number. I'm here today with one of our customer service representatives, Karim Howe. She will explain how it works.
Our customer service team will send friendly reminders and text alert updates about your current payment plan. Everyone gets busy. We want to help you stay on track with your tax payments to avoid foreclosure. Call 313-224-5990 to enroll in our voluntary program. You will receive reminders on tax payment due dates and other important valuable information.
Join Project Text Message today by calling 313-224-5990 or email our office at textinfo@waynecounty.com. Stay in touch. Stay connected.
Okay, this is Herb Strather back with my main man, Bob
Now,
Mattler.
you invited me to Herb Strather Academy, right? You said you would?
Yes, absolutely.
All
Now
right.
look, I'll tell you what the good news is that I've asked Bob to come to our class and teach our class one Monday. So class is from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and Bob, I want you at the class on Monday. I want you to be able to teach the class. So we're gonna target your teaching on the day after, a couple of days after this show runs.
Love the opportunity, Herb.
So this is very exciting because, and this is to all of the developers in Detroit, all of those who want to be developers, all of the real estate leveragers, and also these are all to all of the real estate agents. As a matter of fact, Bob, my acquisition and development class is kind of a round table class. We only hold 12 or 15 people. I want to do this differently. I want to invite you next Saturday, whenever this runs, next Saturday, you're going to be my guest on Saturday from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Now, we watch the show from 11 to 11:30. So you're going to, maybe from 10 to 11, you lay out the program and you can hang around.
Love to do it.
And then, because I want us to get into details and I want you developers out there to get involved. Now, I got to ask about the water, because we only have a few minutes.
Okay.
Can you tell me how we can lower our water bill, Bob? Because we're very much interested in that.
Absolutely. Inside the building, PACE would allow you to basically replace your showers, replace your sinks, replace your toilets, maybe even do some heating and cooling with water. Will be greater savings than the energy we use with electricity. And on the outside, if we have irrigation, we can do low flow irrigation. So there are a lot of opportunities for saving water. The biggest one, which I'm sure everyone is aware of, is the new stormwater charge. PACE allows you to either lower or even 80% get rid of that stormwater charge if we do the right things with green infrastructure on the outside of the property.
Now, give me an example of a green infrastructure on the outside of the property.
That could be a cistern where we're actually taking water from the roof and putting it into
a container.
A container below the ground.
And then you let it out slowly.
Correct.
So
Correct. We don't want to overburden our very old, antiquated water system.
Wow.
And that's why we even have the stormwater charge.
So are
to
you
begin
willing
with.
to come to Strather Academy next Saturday and do a workshop?
I'm there already.
All right. To the Detroit Association of Realtors, you are required to come. To those who want to get in the real estate business, we're inviting you to other realtors and everyone to come.
Just remember, this is neighborhood empowerment, this is neighborhood development, this is economic growth, this is jobs, jobs, jobs.
It means a lot. And once again, I would like to reach out to our sponsors. And I would like to send this invitation to those who would like to join Strather Academy, stratheracademy.com. If you want to get involved in some of the things we do, you could go straight there, look on our website, and just get involved. If those of you want to attend our workshop, we want you to call us and just tell us, I will be there, because we can hold maybe about 80 people. So I'm not going to take 300 because 300 people can't get in the room. We just have to do it some other time. But if you want to be one of them, call right now and let us know, I want to be involved in Strather Academy. 313-444-9691. We're looking for those who want to be developers and those that want to see to it that Detroit takes its rightful place. This is Herb Strather. We're signing off. Thank you.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy.
Hi, this is Herb Strather, and we're back for our last few minutes on Wealth and Development Show. And I got Bob Mattler. He is the CEO of
Green Portfolio Solutions.
Green Portfolio Solutions. And we want to just talk about right now how the water and sewer charges can be lowered and how the churches can become more involved.
Well, let's go with the churches first, because that's really important. That's what I'd like to really see happen. Is we have a lot of old churches in our neighborhoods. These churches no longer have to go out and get commercial loans. If they take action through their boards, they can put themselves onto a special tax assessment to pay for all the things they need for PACE financing.
For PACE
We
financing,
can help them with roofs, windows, HVAC, controls, LED lighting, water remediation, and that stormwater bill that everyone's upset about.
And as discussed, we can take and they can impose this assessment on themselves.
That's correct.
And so this was very much worth making sure that you understand, pastors, trustees, church members, to get the word out that the churches can take advantage of this, and no longer do you have to suffer with leaky roofs and high heating bills and impervious surfaces, which most of you have. You have tremendous water bills and you can hardly survive. And now we have solutions that you can take and lower that. In those containers, they hold the water and they gently let it into the sewer system as it goes down.
There are many ways that we can help remediate water and lower that stormwater bill from the outside. But the most important thing is to remember is there are opportunities using PACE financing to lower that water bill.
Well, I'm going to be using it very, very, very much. And now, Bob, here's what I want you to do. I want you to come to Strather Academy. And I want you to have a workshop next Saturday. Would you be willing to do that?
Well, of course I would. You know that I've already graduated from the Strather Academy. I'm happy to come back. I'm happy to come back.
He's willing to come back. It's a wonderful thing to have your graduates. Let me tell you this here. So next Saturday from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, we're going to have a seminar. And it's going to be on PACE. On the PACE program, and Bob is going to present to you. And I want you all to come, those developers. If you're building a building right now, and 35% of your after repair value can be
financed through PACE.
That is a tremendous amount. That is an absolutely tremendous amount.
No more mezzanine financing.
You don't need the
no more
mezzanine
users
financing.
rates.
But Bob, the items that you talked about is really greater than 35%. It's about 65%. You said you're limited, or you can only take 35% of that.
35% is about the max because the PACE administrator doesn't want you to be over leveraged.
Right, I understand that. So this is very, very important that we get involved. And Detroiters, those of you who want to become developers, who want to learn how to buy real estate right now, with so much buoyancy in the marketplace, and we have the greatest buoyancy in the world right now, Detroit. Right now you say, what's the value of a property? It's between $50,000 and $125,000. With that much buoyancy, you could leverage and you can take out cash legally, and you do not have to pay taxes on it. You could use a HUD-1 if it's done correctly, realtors, investors, and you could take and leverage property. So we want you to find out how to do that. If you want to learn how to do that, just go straight to Strather Academy right now and get involved in one of our programs.
And let me just say this to Herb. I think by using Herb Strather's experience and using this new statute, you can combine those two. And you can really make a mark, not just for yourself.
Oh my God!
Make a mark for your neighborhood.
Oh my God!
For your own neighborhood.
Bob, that is one hell of an idea. I really like it. By joining our programs together, using our leverage techniques that we learned at Strather Academy, together with the PACE program. Do you know what that means? Because of the buoyancy in the marketplace, people can acquire these assets and use PACE to cover most of their costs. That means they won't probably have to put any equity down whatsoever. Did you hear that, everyone? I'm sure those of you who are developers or who want to become developers get the gist of it. But if you want to become more involved, I want you to go to Strather Academy right now and join us. Take up one of the programs. We have the home study course. We have our online quick start. We have our get starting package. Go online and join us. And then call me and say, Herb, I'm part of your team, and I will take and set up an appointment. The main thing I want you to do is fill out the goal setting. What is it that you desire to do in your heart? And we want to know not only what you want to do, but why you want to do it. And I want to sit down and talk to you about that. Now, I also would like to reach out to Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabree. Eric, thank you very much for supporting Detroiters and those in southeastern Michigan and informing us how we can keep our property taxes. We all got to work together to save the equity in our community for our own family, our future, and our finances. Together we can make it happen, and we will have the right story to tell generations that have not yet been born. So join me, 313-444-9691, and go straight to Strather Academy and become a part of the team. Looking forward to seeing you next week when Bob is going to be doing the teaching, next Saturday, 10 o'clock.
This program has been paid for by Strather Academy, creating developers within our communities.